So, just wanted to clarify a few things about this firearm. This firearm here is what they call an AR15 style firearm. It's modeled to look similar to an M16 that they use in the military. The differences between this firearm and what they use in the military are that this firearm is a semi-automatic firearm, which means you pull the trigger once, it fires one bullet, you have to release the trigger, pull the trigger again before it fires another bullet. The M16s they have in the military have a semi-automatic setting to where they can fire bullets in the same way as this, or they have a rapid fire setting which fires a 3-round burst per one trigger pull of the firearm. Now, none of these firearms, whether it's an M16 or an AR15, are automatic. These guns are not designed to be automatic. An automatic firearm that utilizes the same cartridge as this firearm would be an M249 SAW. The biggest difference between that firearm and this firearm is that it's belt fed, so you can fire, you don't have to keep changing out magazines and stuff like that, because that firearm does put out about 600 rounds per minute, which means it's going to need to be belt fed, so you're not sitting there changing out the magazines every 10 seconds or something crazy, or less than that actually. You'd be changing it like every 5 seconds with an M249 SAW. So that's the biggest difference, is the way that it's fed, the way that bullets are fed into the firing chamber. And then the other largest difference would be the barrel. If you try to fire several hundred rounds of ammunition through this firearm in 1 minute, what's going to happen is that barrel is going to turn red hot. And eventually, if you keep firing it, it's going to malfunction and probably blow up in your face. Bad thing to have happen. So the M249 SAW is equipped with a barrel that's interchangeable. It has a handle on it. You can disconnect it, swap the barrel out, and keep on firing. So a lot of people have misconceptions about that. They think that this, off the shelf, is an automatic firearm. It is not. If you were to convert the trigger mechanism to an automatic rifle, it still would not have the capabilities to fire as many rounds downrange as an M249 SAW. And furthermore, even if you could swap the magazines out fast enough and try to get several hundred rounds per minute down the range, the barrel is not equipped to handle that. It doesn't have the cooling capacity to keep up with that. So, this firearm is completely different than anything that is automatic. It is not even able to fire rounds as fast as a military-issue M16. And really, the only difference between this firearm and a hunting rifle is just the way it looks. This looks to be a more tactical rifle. However, off-the-shelf standard hunting rifles can fire the same caliber cartridge, or same caliber rounds, I should say, use the same size cartridges, and in fact, a lot of them can even use 5.56 or 2.23 rounds, which is what this takes. They would have the same or similar muzzle velocities, and you could put the same sighting systems on them. And they are semi-automatics as well, a lot of them. Some of them are bolt action, but a lot of them are semi-automatic, just like this. So this isn't too terribly different than a standard hunting rifle, except for the fact that it just looks different, and that scares a lot of people. I wish more people were educated on the subject, and that's kind of why I'm making this video, just to kind of show people that, hey, this is not a military rifle, it just looks like one. And in fact, is more similar to a hunting rifle than it is a military rifle. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, and if you thought this was relevant, make sure you share it with some people. Make sure you hit the like button as well, and subscribe to my page. I do have a lot of other videos that I'm going to be making shortly that are about firearms and other weapons and stuff like that. So keep an eye out. Thank you again.